What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and happy patch day to all of you out there. Official patch day at that. The FighterZ patch dropped around last night like it always does, because in Japan, you know, it's already the next day. So obviously we got the patch kind of last night. So with that being said, today I want to really talk about the true winners of this patch. And I gotta say, this man Blue Vegeta is actually one of them. Like, legitimately, this character is actually one of the patch winners, which is actually insane to say, because this character has been bad to me for a long time. Like, he hasn't been the best out there at all, and he was probably always the weakest Vegeta. Now, I think he can be on par with just basically Super Saiyan. Obviously, base Vegeta is still very good, but as time will tell, this character could end up pretty good as well. But the things that he got changed with him are mainly like his Ki Blast. You can literally confirm, look at this, I can confirm off of Super Dash basically anywhere on the screen with this guy's Ki Blast. Like, it's nuts. Like, I can just it's I can't even explain how dope that is. You got that. He can now whiff Ki Blast. He can whiff Ki Blast and just cancel out into any move. Because if you guys didn't know beforehand, this man can't throw out Ki Blast and then punish with a 2H like many other characters can. It's a glitch, it's a bug that's always been in the game, and they, I guess, just didn't know how to fix it. So this was one of the ways they did it. So now you can just punish Super Dash by, you know, throwing out whatever. You can just throw out things like this if you whiff a Ki Blast. So granted, I would try to use this move here, because this doesn't let you it doesn't let the opponent recover blue health, like as if you threw out a raw level 3, right? Because you can whip the Ki Blast and go straight into his raw level 3 as well. So these are all different types of things that you can do to punish Super Dash, and you can get amazing damage off of just this move right here if you land it and obviously whiff it and stuff like that. But man, there's too much to talk about. Like, honestly, this character is going to be really good. Like he's perfectly fine now. He has everything that, you know, I guess Blue Vegeta players could ask for right now. Obviously, he could still use some work, but as it stands right now, he's pretty decent, and I don't mind it, like, because he's going back on my team. This character used to be one of my mains back when the game first came out. He was literally my, he used to be my comeback character. I used to play Blue Vegeta, Krillin, and Goku Black back in the day, and I can do that once more. You know, I can do that once more. Like, well, not Krillin and Goku Black, but, you know, I can have Blue Vegeta on my team playing with Bardock, as well as, you know, UI Goku now, and everything is going to be kind of dope. Funny part is, I'm thinking about dropping UI Goku. Like, although this character is amazing and great, I think I can benefit a lot more from other characters, not gonna lie. But shout out to UI Goku, who's probably gonna be on my second team. But anyways, going on to other characters we can talk about. Let's talk about this guy right here. Ah, yes, Jiren. This guy has gotten a considerable buff. Finally, right? He's probably no longer on the lowest of the tier list. This guy is he is the talk of the town right now, for being honest. Out of every single character that there is on this tier list, or in this patch, really, this guy is probably being talked about the most, mainly because he has really good changes. Like, this is way faster now. It's way more oppressive. This goes way farther, and we all know this takes out Ki Blast. Granted, it doesn't go like before. It would only, you could probably get this off right here. Before, you could probably only get this off right here. Now, you know, it has a way better range to it. Way better range to it. And it's a -2 on block, so just in case you kind of want to even stagger with it, you probably can, which is crazy. But it's just the fact that this guy now has this right here, which counters everything. This counters everything, which is just funny because, you know, he has all these different counters. This already counters, you know, overheads, or actually this counters everything now. This counters specifically lows, and obviously this is a frame 1 counter that counters everything as well. Not Ki Blast. These don't counter Ki Blast and stuff like that, but his Ki Blast counter now counters everything. Like he counters, let me show you real quick, one of the most just outlandish moves in the game. Yeah, you can't do that to me anymore. You can't do that to me anymore because I'm Jiren, right? Like it's just ridiculous. You just can't do anything to him, right? So it's insane. He counters Super Dash with that. He counters, let me show you, everything imaginable. Yep, counters that. Counters light attacks. Guess what else he even counters? Because this is totally uncalled for. Oh, if I did the right move, I could show you. He counters freaking Dragon Rush. Just like, why? Why? I have no idea why they would do this, but they did. So Jiren seems kind of viable. Now, that's not to say all of these things, you probably still have various amount of options to you know, defeat this with. You can still vanish, I'm pretty sure. You can raw tag, you can probably level 3 it at some points or something like that, but it's still a really good option to catch people off guard, especially when they're mashing. You know, you can catch people super dashing. You barely have to, you know, use your 2H's and stuff like that. Granted, your 2H's and your 2S's will still give you the damage that you need, but this character is viable. Let's also talk about TN here. TN, this character has been very basic for a long time, but you know, he has gotten considerable buffs. He now probably has one of the best beams in the game. This beam has so much presence on the screen. Even though it seems like it's gone or not going to hit, I feel like it always hits no matter what. And you know, he can basically do this Dodon Ray while falling now, which covers an amazing amount of the screen. Granted, it is a beam, so that matters regardless. So it matters a lot, actually. So I mean, just even characters that are just falling, he is going to catch. He can now use his volleyball fist after, you know, even after using his smash attack. So if he has no smash and he's able to use his 2H, he can now still volleyball fist. Like, this character is going to output damage. His Chaozu move does a lot more damage, which is ridiculous because that move already did a lot of damage. He got a lot of good buffs, and I can see more people picking this character up because, you know, to me, he used to be so basic, and maybe he still is, but he has a lot more tools now. But yeah, now we move on to the golden boy, the poster child, Gogeta. Gogeta, man, what can I say? This is the man with, or was the man with, the worst frame data in the game. The worst frame data in the game. Like, this guy had nothing going for him. He had some of the worst just staggers out there. Granted, you know, he can now stagger his lights. You know, it's -3 now, which is really good. Your opponent, if your opponent is not like paying attention, they're going to get caught by this almost every single time. But, you know, granted, he still has a -10 frame -10 frame second light, which isn't the best. But staggering is all that matters for this right now, because without a good stagger pressure game, you're going to be lacking. But I think that is mainly all, honestly. He got his 2L buff as well. That's -5 now, so it's safe on block. Before, I think it was -8, so it wasn't safe. But This matters a lot for this character. Without this, he would be nothing. He can now, he can now kind of survive against mashers out there because he has these tools now, and he seems like he can be a lot more viable in these playgrounds. So yeah, I don't have the most extensive knowledge on like any of the characters I'm talking about, so I'm going to need your guys' help when we do talk about these characters, because for the most part, I think you all mainly know. You all mainly know what's going on here and who has won the patch and who feels good and stuff like that. So if your character is one of these characters, then you've got to be excited, you've got to be happy, and you got to let me know down in the comment section below how you feel about it. So let's move on to Android 17, another character that received some good buffs. So this man can now use his Rekkas in the air. He didn't really have any air options except for this bum-ass move here. And people have shown me, like, I've seen some good 17 players, use this move and it be really good for them. But for the most part, this move was almost useless. Probably one of the more useless moves in the game. Not anymore, really, because you can do a lot more with it. But specifically, like I said, he can do his Rekkas in the air now. He has the opportunity to fast fall. He can now, just like Gohan, he can fast fall, go back into his Rekkas. Like it's really good, especially for 17 players out there who needed another air option that they just did not quite have. So Android 17 definitely one of the winners of the patch. But if I had to say, Piccolo still probably one of the best winners, especially for Piccolo players that absolutely know how to play that character and are really good with him. But as it stands right now, I think Jiren has been shown some of the most love just based off of really Twitter. Jiren, just a lot of people are just shocked by how good he seems. And I still feel like we need, tournaments really to come back, offline tournaments to really come back, to see how some of these patches can, like, really make these characters look. Are they still low tier, or is it just the hype? We need these things to find out. So all these characters really, really good. I gotta say, man, they are all pretty damn good now. Again, other characters that received noticeable buffs are Videl here, as well as Cell got some pretty good ones, and Janemba as well. But a lot of good character patches, or a lot of good character buffs that mainly made lower tier characters better overall. And that's always a good sign, because that means more people will play with them, more people will try to lab them, and this just means, it just means, we may see a shift in the tier list. So I'm always down for that. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you.